A lot of whistling in the newsroom today, and it's nostalgic and sad.
You know, Dean Richards' very sad day. Feel like a part of our childhood is
absolutely
is
somebody that we all grew up with. Very, very sad note as we report to you the death of Andy Griffith, whose namesake show started back in 1960 and has continued running ever since, with its down-to-earth small-town values and homespun humor.
Sarah? Me? Yeah. It's all right. Any sheriff business comes up, well, you can call my home phone. All right. Oh, she's fine.
With his familiar whistled theme song, the world was introduced to the sheriff and the people of Mayberry, the fictitious town in North Carolina where Andy Griffith grew up. This morning at 7 a.m., he died at his home in Dare County, North Carolina. Along with Don Knotts and Ron Howard, a beloved cast of regulars, Griffith starred on the show that was an instant hit and ran for 8 seasons. It's been running in reruns, as we had mentioned, ever since for the last 41 years here on WGN. Early in his career, he had aspirations of being a singer. Got his big break with his down-home humor on comedy albums on Broadway in No Time for Sergeants and in the movies. His character as a small-town sheriff was first introduced on the old Danny Thomas show that was spun off and then became a TV classic. And although Andy never won an Emmy Award, the show won 6, 5 for Don Knotts. In 1968, Mayberry RFD introduced new cast members and Griffith moving on. Later generations know Andy Griffith best as the Southern defense attorney who always outsmarted his opponents in his second TV hit, Matlock, that ran from 1986 to 95. In an interview with the Archive of American Television, Andy Griffith talked about what made his shows so successful.
All those fine comedic actors like Don Knotts and Howard McNear and Jim Neighbors, and all of them made it. They represented that little insane border that was Mayberry. We didn't know that when we started it that it was going to last that long or influence so many people. We were just trying to do a good show.
In 2005, on the occasion of receiving the Presidential Medal of Freedom, then President George W. Bush said that TV shows come and go, but there's only one, Andy Griffith. There was no cause of death. Andy Griffith was 86 years old.